Hey, welcome to Wrestling in a Movie. I'm Scott. There's Dave, and we are back with a CWF Standoff recap of the night. Thank you for joining us for our post show. This one took place in Crestview,
Yep.
and despite the drive, it was a great venue. Kind of like the stage they had set up there for
Oh
everybody
yeah.
to come out
Nice
on
place.
and things. It was a good spot.
Lots of room.
Man, dude, big night, big night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots, lots of fights that night. Holy cow.
A lot going on, man.
Three, folks, we had three title changes in one night.
To four
Uh,
different people.
yeah, it gets a little confusing, and we'll talk about the shenanigans at the main event because what is the CWF without shenanigans?
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Gotta love the shenanigans. I,
Yeah, so Ronan started the show. We've been
yeah.
wondering, where's Ronan?
And he showed up and he made his challenge to Dirk Darkson.
Yes.
Then
I,
what's funny
I'm
is, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I have to talk about the bag. We've been speculating about Ronan's bag for a
Right.
while. You know, he
Right.
comes out, he's got the music. Love the music, Ronan.
Right.
Anyway, he's
Good
got the
call.
bag, zips it, unzips it, golden light shines. I think we found Ronan's sunshine is in that bag. Whatever that is, I don't know, but I
Yep.
think there's his sunshine.
I think
And
that's his
nobody better take
sunshine.
that away from him.
That's and if that's what that is representing, that is really funny and a brilliant move because it's such a simple thing. And his singing is really scary. I just want to say, when
Well,
he's
yeah,
singing "You're My Sunshine," it's terrifying. That man
we've
is
s-
terrifying.
we have seen what the man can do in the ring.
Yeah.
He is a trained fighter. He
Mhm.
is beyond the wrestling. He will tear a mother
Yeah.
up. So yeah,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have him singing like that, it's creepy.
It's
Well done.
spooky.
It's
Um,
spooky.
but he
It's
came
kooky.
out and like real quick. I won't get into too much detail. He comes out on stage in the beginning. He's basically challenging Dirk. Uh, then Colt Manson comes out.
Oh God. Colt
Colt Manson
Manson.
comes out and starts talking smack. Then KO Nathan Sims comes out and he starts talking a little bit of smack.
Well, let's hold a second. Let's hold on Sims.
Okay.
This guy, Sims for the past couple months has just been, he just wants to fight, man. He's angry. He's after everybody. And
Yeah.
it's
And it
damn.
started and it started with I think it came to a peak around the time he attacked Ocho. Like maybe even a
Yeah.
little bit before that. And it just seems to have gotten worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's yeah, he needs some me time. He needs some, self-growth time, I think, for Nathan Sims. Mama Sims needs to maybe sit him down, cup of tea, bowl of oatmeal, a bit of brown sugar on it, and then dump it on his head and tell him to grow up.
Yeah.
Stop picking on everybody. Oh my God. And I say
Oh.
this again because okay, I can't run as fast as I used to anymore. So I take it all back until I can run again, and then I'll say the same thing. Um, yeah, Nathan, he's got a chip. He's got a chip on his shoulder. I don't know where it came from or exactly why it
Right.
happened. I know him and the Marshal have had problems, but he seems to be making a problem with everybody. You'd think he'd be trying to get
Is.
people to help him, and
Well,
he
we
just seems to push everybody away still. So I don't understand the logic in
well,
that.
he had to import a friend in Michael Hart.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw that.
yeah,
It's like I don't know. I don't know, man, but we see a lot of Sims that night. A lot
yeah,
of Sims. Definitely a man who is driven and trying to get what he believes is coming to him and what's
yeah.
his, you know?
Well, and then McGuire even comes out. This is nobody's fighting yet. This is just everybody talking. McGuire
Yep.
comes out and says, hey, I won this match like last year. I get to challenge
I
anybody, and he's basically leading up that he's going to challenge Ronan. Uh, Briggs finally comes out after everybody's just sitting there talking and not doing anything and just kind of pointing and, Everybody's kind of huffing and puffing. When Briggs comes out, everybody takes off. Everybody leaves. He basically clears the path and is like, okay, we got to do the show. Get out of here. Um, the first match is between Reyes and Hart. Um,
Yeah.
for those that weren't at the match or don't know who I'm talking about, it's Michael Hart and Andreas Reyes.
Yes. Yes. Of
And Reyes he's got the body of a boxer. Like I keep expecting him to just start punching everybody around him.
Hmm.
But he does good
He
slaps.
moves that
He
way.
does the arms. Yeah, he moves like a boxer. He stands like a boxer. Uh, and I think Michael Hart thought he was going to have an easier time with him,
He
and
did
it
not.
didn't quite go as easy for him as he thought, or the way he thought. And Reyes really earned that fight. They were really good in the ring together.
They were.
They were well matched. I'll say that. And
I
Reyes
agree.
just, yeah, he was not going to go down easy. He was not going to go down at all. I mean, it's what it
No.
boils down to. And if I'm not mistaken, Reyes winds up taking that
Reyes.
fight.
Yeah.
And it was close. I honestly thought Hart had it once or twice, but Reyes
That
got out of him.
was. It
That kid is
was
good, man. He's another one who he fights like Mason fights. He
a little
fights.
bit. Yeah.
He's very stocky. He's very, gonna go for you full body, full everything. And the kid puts his heart into it, man. He put his heart into it a little bit later on too, saving one of our favorite announcers.
Yeah.
And yeah, but that's gonna be another story. What did you think of that fight? That
That
was
was no, that was this was a good showcase.
yeah.
Michael Hart, is this the second time or
Second time
third?
that I've seen him, but he was here a few years
Right.
ago,
He
my
used to be
understanding.
the champ, I think
Yeah.
back in 21. So this was a good showcase of him and Reyes, both of them relatively newer to the audience
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
We've seen Reyes before, but this is more. It's good to get him in there and see
right.
where things are going. And this was a solid match.
Mhm.
It went back and forth multiple times. Wasn't sure where exactly it was going to go, and I think you're right. I think Michael Hart underestimated Reyes. I think
Right,
he thought that this young pup is not going to be I'm the veteran, and
right.
maybe he
As
just
one does. I can't
well, of
blame him for
course.
thinking that, thinking, my experience and my technique is going to far outweigh this kid, but he didn't take into account hunger.
And you can always learn from
Hunger,
somebody.
hunger makes you strong.
Yeah. Yeah. The next match, though, what about that? The triple threat.
Triple threat.
Manimal,
Yep.
Jack McGuire, Jay Blanchard, the
The
golden
golden
one.
one. And this was what I didn't realize until I watched it in repeat was if you get out of the ring in the triple threat, or at least in this particular one, there's no count out for you.
Yeah.
You can roll out of the ring and rest. And if the other two guys are beating the heck out of each other in the ring, you can get a breather, roll back in, and then fight the guy who's
Yeah.
weakest and get him out
And I
or
think that's
whatever
probably
works
why
for you.
the rules are set up that way for no DQ like that, which makes sense. There's a lot
Yeah.
going on in a match like that.
And Jay Blanchard, it was nice. It was nice to see that kid. He had a new do.
Yeah.
I I literally didn't recognize him
I
at
didn't
first.
either because he's jacked
It took
now.
me a second. Yeah. I was like, well, where's the hair? Oh, he's got it street,
He's got it in braids, and
yeah,
Jay's
freaking
looking
awesome.
like he's putting the work in, man.
And yeah, he's doing everything right. And that kid is a monster in the ring when he wants to be. And he
He's
teamed
getting
up
there, isn't he?
with McGuire to fight against Manimal, which is probably wise for them, not a good thing for Manimal. And Manimal still almost beat both of these guys.
I really thought Manimal was taking this all the way. I
Yeah,
don't know what
yeah.
happened. I don't know where that Manimal was, man. He had so much drive earlier, and he was just I mean, they just got away from him.
Well, I think getting the hell kicked out of you by two guys all at the same time repeatedly for a while. I
That
know
probably
he
did
rolled
it.
out of the ring to get a breath, and when he rolled back in, I thought he had it.
Yeah.
I really did. So yeah, he's going to get really angry, and I feel really bad for the person he finally takes it all out on. I don't care who's in that ring. I don't know who he's gonna fight, but when he finally decides to be full manimal, I don't. I want
I
to be sitting
know.
about 3 or 4 rows back because it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get real ugly. I don't know if you caught it, but when he was fighting, and I think it was Jack. I think it was Jack McGuire. He knocks Jack down. Jack's trying to get up, and Manimal just bull rushes him head first and
Yes.
slams into him. And I was like, "There's your Manimal. There's your guy. He's pulling from the animal kingdom."
Hmm.
Knocked the guy, knocked Jack. I think it was Jack. Knocked him back. Or almost rolled him out of the damn
Oh yeah.
ring.
Yeah. What yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
that
was
was
entertaining.
crazy.
That was a good match. Jack wins it and
No, I'm
becomes
sorry. It
this.
was Jay. Actually
Yeah.
wrote it down. It was Jay that he slammed like that. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I forgot Sims decides to make an appearance in the middle of this match.
Yeah. Nathan Sims. Why?
He has to
Why
interfere
was it
with
your
it, and
fight?
he wants to fight everybody.
Right.
Everybody he's after. It's just crazy. But you know what? He's hungry. He wants it. He's gonna get something.
Yeah, I have a feeling. Now, see, if I were Sims, this is just me. If I were Sims, you see how hungry Manimal is. You see how hungry you are. You're both mad at the same people.
Team up.
Team up. Team up. Not just a tag team, but be there for the other guy if he gets in trouble in the
Yeah,
ring.
whole
I'm not
faction.
giving anybody ideas. I'm just saying if I were in that situation, I'd be looking at Manimal going, "Hey dude, you and I both dislike the same people. The enemy of my enemy is my friend."
Hmm.
A little bit of Sun Tzu for you. Art of War. But that's where I would be thinking. But Manimal winds up losing this at a last second DDT.
Yeah.
And that I was
Yeah.
shocked. Nobody
Dude,
was more
Jack.
shocked than me, I think. By
That was
Jack.
a beautiful DDT. That looked
Yeah.
great.
Well done.
Well
But
done.
uh,
That was
by Jack.
I know I didn't see it coming.
No, I don't think anybody saw that one
But
coming.
Jack, that means since Jack won, he will be the special guest referee for the main event.
Yep.
Oh, Lord
Well, we
have
all know how
mercy.
that worked out. But let's
Yeah.
get on with the next match was Zachary Magnus
Oh.
against probably one of my personal favorites,
Look, everybody we talked
Brute.
to that night before the show, this
Right.
was a fight on everybody's mind.
Right.
This was the fight people were looking at, and we were all speculating which way it was going to go. It was
Mhm.
but this went the way I thought. I The Southern Brute just did not have that next gear to get into. He was not ready for the PhD, Dr. Zachary Magnus.
It went the way I thought, but not the way I had hoped. And I agree.
Understood
I,
that.
I think I think something happened. But then at the end, let me just say this. Uh, with all due respect to Mama Darkson, her little boy cheated. And when I say little boy, the guy's a head foot taller than me.
Yeah.
Uh, he did shenanigans.
What?
Magnus would have never had that match had he not grabbed.
You just need to hold on a second, Dave, because
Well,
just a
there's no
moment
holding
ago,
on.
just a moment ago, you said that these guys need to have, like, each other's back. Well, that's what Dirk is doing. He's got Zach's back. That's
It's
what
not
being a
quite the
team
same
is.
thing. I'm saying when you're being damaged in the ring, if somebody gangs up on you in the ring, that was not in the ring. Dirk's place was supposed to be helping and coaching, not grabbing one of the guy's feet, dragging him to the end, and then hiding behind the body so the ref can't. The worst ref in the ring, by the way, is just my personal opinion. Man needs to learn to count and turn around. That's all I'm saying. Turn around and count. Turn around and count. How hard can it be?
Forgive me for not knowing the ref's name, but in all seriousness, we love you.
Yeah, we do. We do. Um,
We really do.
but yeah,
But dude,
I'm
no, no,
looking forward
hold
to the
on, hold on.
rematch.
Roll this back.
Oh,
No,
you're
no,
not
no,
going to
no,
roll
no.
it back.
Yes, look, Dirk,
Cheater, cheater.
it's not cheating if it's taking advantage of an opportunity that was there. They're there to win. There's a lot on the line. I'm
It's
just saying Dirk did
cheating.
what
It's cheating.
I'll let Dirk explain it to you next time.
Dirk was explaining it to me, and I had to walk backwards because I think Dirk was gonna
That
give some exclamation points.
yeah, kind of dot those I's.
So I had to step away when I was questioning him. I don't think he liked it, and I didn't want to try to explain myself
Yeah, yeah,
that
you were,
close.
yeah, yeah. He could look like he could do some damage
Yeah, I don't
for
know if
sure.
you caught that at one point during the night, but Dirk did not. He didn't look very happy with me, and I can't say I blame him.
Well,
I was
you
asking a
accused him of
question
cheating.
that perhaps I shouldn't have been asking. I made a statement that perhaps I shouldn't have said out loud to his face. But sometimes my mouth overrides my common sense.
What?
No, I know, shock.
I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked. Yeah, yeah. So look, call it what you will, call it cheating, call it taking advantage of an opportunity. The bottom line is Zachary Magnus walked away with the belt.
But I will
I
say this
am
real
not
quick, if I
mad.
may.
No, go ahead.
I think Zachary Magnus has learned one lesson, and that is not to underestimate a Southern gentleman,
This
which is
is,
really what the Brute was that night.
yeah,
When he
it
takes that
was.
gentlemanliness away from them, he's doomed.
Well,
That's
and
my
that's,
opinion. I could be wrong.
I, you know, we talk about the ending because that is the memorable moment, but let's
Right.
not, I don't want to gloss over what was a solid match of two
Well
guys
played.
really, really going at it. And Chris Mason is just the Southern brute. And
Mhm. Yeah.
it was, it had me going back and forth, man. It was, I didn't know which way it was going to go. I had
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
suspicions just because I, I just have a hunch sometimes, and they really
Yeah.
paid out
Yeah.
this night. I think we predicted damn near every match,
I
but
think we got almost everyone down. There was one or two surprises that you and I just
there were
looked
a
at
few
each other like,
surprises, especially
seen
the
that
end, which we'll
coming.
get to. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody saw the ending. But
Uh-uh.
so
No.
Zachary, I could go for a Daiquiri, but Zachary Magnus, the new Division One champ.
Yes, he is.
Um,
With
let's see
shenanigans.
where he takes it. Let's see where he takes it. It's
I,
going to be interesting.
I am looking forward to when he has to defend that again against Chris Mason.
Oh, it's coming. It may be the first
That's
one
going to
up,
happen.
man.
Well, I don't know if
Mason,
it'll be the first one up because I don't know how their thing goes. I don't know if he loses the belt and he goes to the bottom and has to work back up,
I don't know.
but it's going to be bad.
Well,
It's going to be
here's the
bad.
thing. It's clear that the marshal does what the marshal does. So
What he wants to do, yeah. Yeah,
we
this
don't
is
know
true.
which, if he feels that the brute's going up for it, the brute's going up. So I think,
Yeah, this is true. This is
and
true.
yeah, we wait till we get to
We'll
the
get
main
there.
event, folks.
We're going to get there.
Oh my God.
The
Speaking
next
of
the next match?
Briggs, yeah, the next
Yeah.
match, Briggs and Manson, Colt Manson.
Yeah. I like how he
So,
comes out in the pants. He's got the pinstripe pants. He's got the
I
really
dig,
nice shirt.
I like his gear.
He's got the suspenders.
It's an old West
Um,
vibe. It's pretty
he
cool.
does his shtick. Everybody's booing him. He's getting mad because everybody's booing him, especially the kids. Kids do not like Manson at all. Uh, I
It's
don't know
awesome
why.
because he does his job well. Colt
Yes,
understands the assignment.
Colt.
Um,
Yeah, he does. He's
he really
almost.
does.
This is not to take anything away from Colt Manson. I want you to know that. I love how he interacts with the audience. He's almost as good at interacting with the kids as Ocho was. I
Yeah,
think it's going to be a long time before you see somebody that can interact like Ocho did with kids
yeah.
because he just becomes a kid when he argues with with one. And then Colt Manson is getting it. Colt Manson is
He's
he's
getting
like
there.
right on that cusp where he's gonna come over and the kids are just gonna really hate him then, and it's gonna be brilliant to see when that magic moment just explodes, you know. But he's really good. He's a good bad guy. A
Oh, he
really
is.
good bad
He
guy.
is. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. I mean, we've had speculation for months. You and I had even accused
Yeah,
Colt Manson of
yeah.
sabotaging our internet on our first broadcast. I'm
Still
still
think
not
that's a
entirely sure.
possibility. Still think it's a possibility. I'm just
It's
saying.
it's a possibility, but um, the whole thing is Briggs back in September, August, September, sometime in that era was
Yeah, yeah,
assaulted. He's basically at home, and we don't know who did it. It's been speculated for a long time that it was Colt Manson because it
right,
just seemed like he was the one who had the opportunity. So this match is Briggs. Basically, I'm going to torture this guy. I'm going to
right,
beat a confession because if he didn't
right.
do it, he knows who did.
Mhm.
And yeah, this match got a little interesting.
This was a really good match, and I do want to ask Colt Manson if we ever have him on the show, if he ever wants to come on. Uh, how how do you wrestle in that gear? That gear does not seem it doesn't seem like you'd be able to move as well as he does in it. You know what
Right.
I mean? He's got the spenders. He's wearing a regular shirt. I mean, they look like regular pants. I don't know. He may have had them specially
They may be
made when he
stretchy.
was
They may
over
be,
in
yeah, I don't
Italy.
know.
I don't know. But he moves good. I mean,
Hmm.
he's a freaking brick that's
Owls. I'm sorry.
yeah, he's a brick. He's
Wow.
solid. He's almost immovable. There was a couple of times when Briggs hit him, and he just did like a back and then came back to Briggs, and Briggs was shocked. So
Yeah.
that was a really good fight. That was two immovable objects slamming
It
into
pretty
each
much
other.
is. It is. And
Yeah,
that's something I
really good
tend to
match.
forget. I tend to forget with Colt is
Mhm.
his power.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very evident of him sized up right there with Briggs going at it.
Mhm.
It's well set up, man. It
Yeah,
works.
that was magic. And the fact that he actually wins the fight ultimately, he wins the match. He wins the round. Uh, but Briggs, being the marshal and making his own rules as he goes, doesn't want that. So he nut punches him. He takes him out and just starts torturing. I almost felt sorry for Cole.
Well, and
He
that's what
put
drove
such a
Jack
beating on him.
McGuire to come out because
Yeah,
Briggs is just going ham on Colt, and Jack's coming out trying to stop
yeah,
um, trying to stop Briggs. But this
right.
is what's wild. He's trying to intervene, and all of a sudden the TVs kick on, and we have surveillance footage outside Briggs's home
That's what I have written down. But yeah, yeah.
of a
Keep going.
hooded figure getting in a car. The car happens to be Jack McGuire's car.
Hmm. And you can't see the hooded figure though.
No, you can't, but that's his car. And Jack is begging for his life. He is pleading,
Hmm.
please, please, please believe me. And Jack makes a good, I mean, he's pretty convincing,
Yeah.
pretty convincing. Colt's over there like, I got nothing to do with this. See, I'm
Right.
I'm clean. It's not me. Look, it's Jack, it's Jack, it's
Yeah.
Jack. And so Briggs just lets him off for now. It's just like
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
now
And
until I
I'm
get to the
looking at
bottom of
that
it.
video. How did you think about that video? Did you look at that and go, yeah, that could be Jack?
I was trying to look at the size and I still can't tell exactly who it was.
I can't tell who it is, but I part of me thinks it could be Jack. Part of me thinks there's about a 25-30% chance that it could be Jack. And you and I have discussed Jack. We think that Jack might be a little multiple personality.
It's possible.
Might have been a different personality that
Another
did this
Jack.
to Briggs, is all I'm
Psycho
saying.
Jack.
But for the Jack that we see on the mat every match day, it's not that one. I don't know who it is yet. Don't think
Yes.
it's Colt, but Colt knows who it is. Don't think it's Ronan because Ronan has no reason to. Uh, man, I don't think it would be Ocho. I don't think Ocho has no reason to attack him. I
No,
mean, I
so
don't even know if
we'll just
Ocho's
have to
coming
wait and
back to
see.
wrestling after
I
that beating he took.
I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see what shakes out of on
Yeah,
who the hooded figure is in that.
but yeah, that was a good fight. Somehow, well, everybody tried to stop Briggs. Even Jay
Yeah.
came out to try and stop him and got body slammed. So yeah, I wish Jay wouldn't have done that. I wish Jay wouldn't have gone out there and tried. I know he's a good kid,
He
but
keeps he's trying. He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
yeah,
You ever try and if you ever see two cats fighting, don't ever try
right.
and separate them.
Yeah,
You're gonna get attacked.
yeah.
And that's Briggs. You put your hands on somebody in that mindset, he's ready.
He's gonna hit
You're gonna
you
feel
too.
it. You're going
Right,
down.
right.
Wrong
And that's
place, wrong time.
yeah. Even if I thought I could have stopped Briggs if I were a wrestler, I would have just stood back and let him get tired, and then pat him on the shoulder and walk away and go, "Come on, come on." You don't try and pull him off. You don't
No.
try and stop him and stand in between him and his prey. You just
No,
let him do
no,
his thing.
no, no.
Because ultimately you don't want to be the target from him, especially.
No,
Jeez.
of course not. Of course not. Next match was one I had been looking forward to.
Oh,
Was the
yeah,
tag team championship. We
yeah,
have
yeah.
RDS, Reyes de Sur, Jay Killavilla, Cruz Shark Rivera, um, against the pop star Johnny Romano and Duval Greatness, Darian Drummond. Ah,
And the
man,
shenanigans once again.
this match was everything I wanted to see. That's all
Yes,
I'm saying.
yes, it was. And everything I expected to see.
I didn't expect it to go as far as it did. It was well done, gentlemen. Well done. This
I
was
will
entertaining as hell.
I will say this about Johnny and Darian. Man, they're a good tag team.
They are.
They really
They
are a good
are.
tag team.
They are.
Um, Too bad they had to lean too much on shenanigans rather
Again,
than
opportunities.
like Cruz and Villa. They're very straightforward. They're very, paying attention and doing the job. Darian's a bad influence. I'm sorry, Darian. He's a
Well,
bad
look,
influence on
look,
Johnny.
you can get on Darian all you want, but we wouldn't be here if our pal Donnie Harris Jr. wouldn't have been setting all of this up, trying to get at Darian. And if you notice, and this
I
match
will
is
not
no exception, Donnie gets screwed again.
I will
Karma
not
comes for
take that
Donnie.
away from you. You're absolutely right. Again, know your time to put your nose in someone's business. Donnie Harris Jr., that was not the time you put your nose in anybody's business. You should have got a bigger guy to put the nose in somebody's business. Um, but yeah, no, not the right time, not the right amount of effort. The fight was going well. These guys were monsters in the ring. I was really impressed with Darian. I was really impressed with Johnny. As always, I'm impressed with Villa and Cruz. Those guys
Oh
are
my God, I
killers in the
love
ring.
watching them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they are freaking tag team royalty right there. It got weird or it got bad at the end of the match. Darian grabbed something. I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like a weighted, like a weight, like a, I don't know, maybe about that long, maybe 12 inches long with wrapped in some orange rubber or something. And he's going to do it again. He's going to hit somebody in the back of the head with it. Our buddy Donnie comes running out of the broadcast booth, runs up on the freaking stage and well, not the stage and the mat, and starts trying to pull the thing out of Darian's hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was not a
and
good
we know what
idea
happens with that.
because when you're pulling on a force and your force is going in one direction, and then all of a sudden the resistance isn't there anymore,
Yep,
it
somebody
has a
gonna get
tendency
hit
to fly forward and hit somebody. Well, the
and knock
somebody
them out.
there was, I believe it was Cruz.
Yes, it
Cruz
was
Rivera, I
Shark.
think, was the,
Took
yeah, was the
Look,
receiving end of that. Not good.
all I'm gonna
Not the,
say is Darian might have found that on the outside of the ring and was trying to get it to the ref because it could have been a trip hazard. That's all I'm trying to say. Donnie, being Donnie, just
I cannot believe even you, whom I have disagreed with before about some of Darian's actions and others' actions throughout our talks, that you would say that why didn't he pick up the pickle then? All right.
Because it was sanitary. He probably was not hazmat
Oh,
certified to touch something like
you
that.
are killing me. No, that's not why he did it. He didn't find it. He reached under and grabbed it from somewhere. He hid
You
that
could
there.
not see that side of the ring. You don't know exactly. This is pure
I'm just
speculation.
assuming that he
I'm
hid it
just
there.
saying.
He went there and got it. Anyway, he was going to hit somebody with it. Donnie stopped him almost, but then Donnie hit him with it.
Yes. This is
Knocked
what
poor
you get,
Cruz out. Look,
Donnie.
the whole
This
point
is
is
it, Donnie.
it was Donnie that knocked the guy out, causing those two to win the fight.
Yep. This is on you, Donnie. This is on you.
And I'll tell you, Villa had to be pulled off of him
Yeah.
by Reyes.
Yes.
And Reyes almost didn't pull him away.
Yeah.
Donnie, buddy, you're not making any friends with these wrestlers,
I
man.
know, right? I
You
know.
need to you need to stop. You need to stop helping,
Absolutely.
Donnie. Stop helping. Uh,
Oh,
that's just my personal opinion. I would love to talk to you about it and find out what's going on in your head. What happened? Have you talked to these guys again since it happened? Have you apologized? Have they forgiven you? Is what's going on there is what I'd like to really know. Um, but yeah, that was unforeseen, but purely avoidable. And sometimes I think if you got a friend like Donnie Harris Jr., you might not need any enemies.
oh, I know. Donnie's just look,
Fine.
we
I
we
feel
feel
bad
for you,
for
Donnie, because
Donnie.
we don't want to see you hurt. But
No, no.
things
I
aren't
want you to
looking
stay
good.
out of the ring.
Speaking of
Announce and
hurt,
get out. Announce and get out. You're going to get hurt.
yeah. Well, speaking of hurt,
Oh, yeah.
next up, Sims finally going to get into some action. He's been trying all night long
Right?
against the Flow Hawk. Knock out Nathan Sims, Justin Flores, the Flow Hawk. Dude, I knew how this was going, meaning I knew this was going to be a slugfest.
And it
Um,
was.
all
It
right,
really was.
I want to take a moment to just give a shout out to something as a newer person of watching wrestling and stuff for
Mhm.
just a few years. I hear a lot of terms used in the wrestling community and online and stuff. People
Right?
talk about story. I hear when I watch WWE and Bubba Ray talking about I need to see a story in the ring. I see a
Right.
story. I saw a story, I think, for one of the first times. It's like, oh, I see what they mean by story because these two, I really believe these two wanted to kill each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
could see
that,
that.
and I could see that going back and forth. And it's like, I just wanted to take a moment to say this match was good.
I, I want to word this the right way. I want to see if I wrote it down the right way or not. They have the two of these guys in the ring together have really good ring theater.
Or
They
chemistry, if
really
you
know
will.
how to
Yeah.
work the ropes. They know how to get the audience involved. They know how to keep the audience calm when they need to keep, instead of shouting and missing something, they know when to kind of back off and let the audience go down and then bring it back up. I was watching the rematch or the replay and being in the room at the time is really something else, man. If you
Hmm.
folks, if you get a chance to go to CWF, especially when they're out in Crestview, if you don't get to go to wrestling matches all that much out there, stop by the Crestview ring
Yeah.
when they're doing it. Stop by Milton. If they come to Pensacola, come to Pensacola. These guys were really good in the ring. I always forget how good Nathan Sims is
Oh, yeah.
because he usually just comes out, causes a little bit of trouble, and then runs off. But man, when he is in the ring in the moment, he is damn good. He sells every hit, he sells every smack he takes. There was one time when Flo throws him into the corner, and I honestly thought he was going to be knocked out. Like the way he
Yeah,
hit
I
the
know. Holy
corner,
crap.
that first one, I was like, holy crap, this fight's already over.
Yes. I was like,
And
damn, that's it.
I was like, there we go. He's done. He turned around and he gave it right back. And I was like, holy cow. And there's a few hits like into the corner. Usually I've seen guys like block it, like to keep from getting themselves hurt. He's going full into it. I'm like, how is this guy coming out of that corner I don't understand. I'm watching it and I don't understand how he did it. You know, he's really, really good at making sure he doesn't get himself killed. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yes.
just Flo was hitting him with everything. He was hitting Flo. Flo, let's talk about him for just a second. That
Yeah.
guy's he really is amazing. He got
Mhm.
hit in the back a couple of times that I would have just crawled out of the ring and went, count me out. I'm done.
Look,
I'm good.
there is a reason that when Moose showed up and Casey Navarro showed up, who
Yeah,
did they fight? They
yeah.
fought Flo.
They both
Uh,
fought Flo. You're right. You're right.
Flo, Flo's got something, and it shows. And
Yeah.
him with Sims, they complemented each other so well in this.
Hmm.
I was very invested in this fight.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I do like at one point the crowd is yelling for Ocho. We're like Ocho's going to be the
Yeah.
surprise
I
out
was
of
waiting.
nowhere. I was like, we
I
know it's not
know.
happening.
I know. I was waiting to see if Ocho was going to come through that curtain.
I know it would have been
I
awesome.
really was.
It would have been awesome.
That would have been freaking great. Um, but that would have been fucking freaking hysterical.
Yes,
Um, he uh he's up to something. I don't know what Sims is up to, but he is up to something. Ultimately, Jay Blanchard had to come out
he did. Because Flo wins, but Sims ends up low blowing Flo.
once again. Another low blow.
Oh, that's yeah. Anyway, yeah, and so Jay does come out
Yeah,
and helps out Flo. And Jay, honestly, now did Jay come out there to help Flo, or did Jay come out to show off?
I think he came out for a little of both. He came out
I
to
think
help,
you're right. I
but
think
he
you're right.
wanted to showboat a little bit too.
A little bit. Look,
Because
if
what
I
does
could,
Jay do best?
he flies.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
Yes, he does. And where does he fly from?
From the top rope with a 14 karat splash right on to Sims. Yeah.
Man, took him out. Took him out. That was
He had
that.
some height, man. He had some height. It's like,
That kid can get
holy
hot, man.
crap.
That kid can get really high when he jumps.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm really enjoying watching Jay's journey.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been
It's a lot
cool.
of fun. It's a lot of
It's
fun to
been
see that
cool.
kid.
You remember when he was a little skinny ref? Now look at him.
He's a little skinny, muscular
He's
wrestler.
not skinny anymore. He's
No,
muscular.
that kid's
He's
nothing but muscle,
really
man. He really is nothing but muscle.
really been working.
Well,
Yeah. Well. Speaking of shenanigans, the main event. This is look. I've been going to CWF for a couple years. You and I
mhm.
have. I forget. I don't know how long. We've just been going.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this match had the most shenanigans I've ever seen in a match
Oh
at
my gosh.
CWF. It was just like, good God,
Yeah, that
good
was
God.
Dirk Darkson and Ronan Laveau for the title, for the belt.
Yeah. So
That Ronan already had. So I'm still
it was
still
Ronan's
confused on how Dirk got it in the first place.
Dirk.
But
Dirk got it, and we're never going to really know for sure. But Dirk went and
right,
got it. And that's one
this
of
is
the
how it
themes
happened.
that they were trying to tell throughout the night was early on. I think it was Colt Manson telling Ronan that, you know, you didn't get that belt on your own. Dirk helped
Right,
you get that belt. And
right,
that's
right.
true. That's accurate. That's true. But they had a falling out, and we still don't know exactly how he got that belt, but Ronan's in there defending his title against Dirk.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess Dirk did this to get himself a title shot. Hey, bravo. Do what you got
It
to
worked.
do to get on the radar, get that shot, get that gold.
Mhm.
But
I was just
it's
going to say that
yeah.
they both trained at Dark Arts. They both
Yes, they both
trained
trained
together
together.
at Dark Arts. I don't know how these guys don't hurt each other and kill each other in the ring when they're fighting. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of hits going on. There's a lot of kicks going on. There's a lot of to the
These
face boots to the going on. Uh,
knowing Ronan's background, it's a wonder he
yeah,
doesn't kill a fool. And
I
that's
know. He's got to be
and
pulling back. He's got to be pulling back on everybody.
yeah.
The
Even when he
guy's a
wants to
beast.
just lay him out. Yeah, he is. He is. But this is my favorite part of this match, though, is the fact that Jack McGuire is the special referee since he won the triple threat earlier. But in typical Jack McGuire fashion, he's out there in a t-shirt with he took a Sharpie and put stripes on. It's like this
Oh,
is a ref shirt.
Keeping in his character, which is just everybody loves Jack. Everybody loves that guy. You can't help but love the guy. He's
You
fun.
can't help it.
He's
You
fun to be
can't help
around.
it. You
Um,
can't help it.
the only problem that I had is Magnus just couldn't stay out of the fight. And I know you're going to give him all the props for doing it, but it was a dirty hit on Ronan that took him out.
Yeah, but
You
I
take the
want to back
belt,
up a second. It's
you
more
smack him in the head.
you can get on Magnus all you want, but let's not forget what the hell was Jack McGuire doing? Did you see him? He would insert himself in between the fights, trying to
More than
stop
once.
more than once. You can't tell me that he didn't have an ulterior motive somewhere in there. Somebody paid off Jack to throw that fight, is what I'm
Jack
thinking.
McGuire trained at Dark Arts too, don't forget. How
That
did he train at Dark Arts? We see all these other guys from Dark Arts. They are all dark guys.
and it's
And
that's
then you
brilliant.
got Jack McGuire who's waving to everybody and smiling and laughing. And I'm like, one of these things is not like the
It's
other.
awesome. It's awesome. I love it. But
But
here's the thing. Jack looked like he was on somebody's payroll that night, is all I'm saying.
oh, I don't think so. Not Jack. Not Jack.
Oh,
Jack's not.
please.
I think he's just dopey Jack in the way, is all I think.
You might be right. You might be right, but I'm telling you, this stinks. This stinks. And I think Briggs thinks it stinks too. Because, well.
Well, the fight that happened outside the ring was crazy
Oh my
between
God. Yes,
Dirk
but
and Ronan.
yes, yes.
I
Into the
love
ring post and the into the railing, into everywhere.
I just love the boot that before they go out of the ring, that boot that Ronan gives to Magnus off, knocks him right off the mat, knocks him out
Yeah,
of the ring, off the side of the ring, onto the ground.
that's
That's
perfect.
when Jack finally decides to be the ref that he should have been and gets Magnus out of there. He throws
Yeah,
him out.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
freaking awesome. Um, the outside of the ring was just that they're always terrible on the outside of the ring because you're bouncing each other off the railing.
I
You're bouncing
know.
them off the poles. You're bouncing them off the mat,
Concrete.
concrete. It gets ugly. Ah, and then what happens? The the two of them run into each other. At some point, they
Yes.
get back in the ring.
They end up
Ronan
down on the
and
ground, on the mat.
and and Darkson are just slam right into each other. They fall to the ground. They're out, man. They're on the ground. You got Jack standing there looking at him, trying to figure out how to count. Who am I counting out? What am I doing?
And in comes
Briggs comes
Briggs.
out.
Music hits. Here comes the marshal.
Yep.
Dude, he can't comes right up to Jack, sticks out his hand to handshake, and dude, you never take the hand. Jack does, and he
Never
is met
shake
with
his
the
hand.
peacemaker.
Give him a fist bump. Don't shake his hand.
Briggs grabs him, delivers a pacemaker, and
That was yeah. Everybody saw it coming too. Because if I'm not mistaken, everybody in the place was like, "Don't do it." He gets
so
slammed. He gets
what
slammed.
Briggs does here, we have to roll back a bit. We talked earlier about Jack McGuire having the contract that he can cash in at any time.
Yep.
The marshal running the company demands that Jack cash it in right now, drags his unconscious body on top of Dirk Darkson. Since he made it a triple threat match, champion didn't have to be the one pinned. Jack is the new champion. And
Okay,
my
that's what I was
God,
trying to figure out. Okay,
yeah, so he
because he
turned
made
it
it a
into
triple threat,
he made
it
it a
doesn't
triple
matter who
threat.
gets pinned.
That is correct.
The pinner gets the belt.
So
Okay,
so
got it.
yeah, so
Got it.
in a regular match, you have the champion's advantage. The champion
Right.
has to be pinned or put into submission. In a
Right.
triple threat, there is no champion's advantage. Whoever
Got
gets
it.
pinned,
Got it.
anybody pinned, one pin,
That
boom,
always
it's done.
that always
Yeah,
confuses me. I'm sure you've explained that to me like seven
it's
times
all good. In
already.
case anybody out there was trying to keep up with us, that's just a little recap
Right.
on that. So what Briggs does after that, now that Jack is the champion, we get it announced. Briggs then tells Jack, "Your first title defense is right now." Beats his ass right in the ring.
Just again, he just takes him and slams him on the ground. Then, oh my gosh, the most the most martial thing that I thought this is terrible. This is terrible to me. You're going to be proud of me. I thought it was the most Marshall thing that I've seen the Marshall do since we've been going. He just stands with his foot on Jack's chest and is like waits for the count out. He has to yell to get somebody in
Get
there.
that ref in,
In the
yeah.
count. Get that
Get your
damn
ass
ref
in
in here
here.
now. Ref ran out there. Ref didn't want to get any more
Well,
Marshall.
would you want to be on the receiving
Nope.
end of a peacemaker?
Nope, nope,
No.
nope. I've already said I don't know how anybody works for that man. They get body slammed.
Well,
I
maybe
don't
they ought
want
to
to get
get in
body
line.
slammed.
Maybe they ought to get in line. As you know, I just think,
I don't want to
yeah.
get body slammed through a table or anything, but
So, so that is the recap of the night. And dude, that was a hell of a night. Hell of a
that
night.
that was yeah. That was a
Yeah.
shocker. That was the biggest shocker of the night because I really thought Ronan was going to take the belt. I knew it was going to be close because those two guys have trained together. They know each other's moves. They know what kind of, what's harder for somebody to get out of than not get out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the shocker. And then the bigger shocker was the Marshall just pinning Jack and taking the belt himself. So
Didn't see
now,
it coming.
so now you have to fight the Marshal to get the belt. Is he going to do that again to all the belts? Is he going to get all the belts back to himself? So everybody has to fight him.
I don't know. I don't know what the Marshals' plans are.
No, nobody
No,
does but
and
the Marshal.
yeah. So when we talk to him soon, we may have to ask the Marshal ourselves what his plans are for the belts.
Yeah,
So
he is his
yeah.
own law and order.
Well, it is his world.
Yeah.
It is his company. It's his rules. It's the martial law, if you will.
I made a note to myself because usually I take a lot of photographs, and I did take some photographs this
Oh, you
time.
took a lot, so thank you so much.
But no, I usually take way more than that. You only got the ones that came out fairly well. But I missed a big chunk of this last rear end of this match
Mhm.
because so much was going on so quickly that before I
Yes.
could react to take the picture, it was over and done. And I'm like, I can't
Yeah,
believe I missed that, you know?
I know.
Literally, I'm just paying attention. You talk about a good story, you talk about narrative.
Yeah.
This
There was,
this
dude.
had everything going on, and I was so zoned into what was happening that I wasn't taking any pictures, which is unusual for me. Usually I can split my attention span in that manner, but no, not this time, man. Marshall, crew, you guys got me. You guys are monsters in the ring, and holy cow, folks, you got to go see them. It's good for the whole family. I mean, there's all story going on. It's all good versus evil versus good versus bad versus just
Yeah.
being a jerk versus the neutral guy just trying to stay out of
It's a
trouble.
great
It's
escape
yeah,
from whatever the hell is ailing you or whatever. You just want to
yeah,
not hear about anything in the world and just get out and have a good time.
yeah.
Definitely support your local indie wrestling for
It's
sure.
a fun night out.
Yes, definitely. So, folks, if you like our show, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, tune in because we do have the Marshal himself coming on soon.
Yeah,
We'll catch you
it's
later.
gonna be a good interview.